Hi everyone, welcome to AT Fridays. I'm Megan from Action OT. Have you ever had clients or people you care for unable to transfer from a standard dining chair safely? For any number of reasons, including high falls risk or poor motor planning, the person may not be able to step around to transfer and tuck their legs underneath the table while simultaneously sliding their chair in towards the table. I've often seen people using a wheeled office chair instead of a standard dining chair to help them slide into the table or away from the table. However, for some people this can present its own safety hazards, such as falling from the chair because it might roll from underneath them during transfers, or being unable to transfer up from an object that can roll away from them, so it's not stationary. So last year I came across a range of chairs that addresses these challenges for people. They're called the Revolution chairs, and I'm headed to Active Mobility today to look at their showroom and show you a couple of the chairs in this range. So let's go. Okay, so these are the Revolution chairs and part of the range. We've got a height adjustable version here in the foreground, and then the timber version with a higher back beside it. So these chairs are made in Australia. They have a powder coated steel frame and upholstered padded foam seating in a range of upholstery colours. You can get the fixed height or adjustable height. You can get a bariatric version, and then you can get the timber dining chair looking version. The unique feature of these chairs is that they all swivel up to 180 degrees, and then they also slide forwards and backwards up to 150 millimeters in distance. The armrests on them are a fixed height. These ones here, on this first height adjustable one, have an angled front so that they can get in a little bit closer to a table surface. And then the timber ones are actually set a little bit lower, and that allows them to get under most dining tables a little bit easier. So the idea of these chairs is that you can transfer on and off them away from the table surface, and then swivel to turn in towards the table, and then slide in to get closer to the tabletop to do your task like eating or whatever else you're doing at the table. The seat locks at different distance intervals in the forward and backward motion, but when you are sitting at the table, so facing the table, the seat still swivels a little bit, or has the potential to swivel for you. So you only have to unlock the lever to move it from the transfer position. So once it makes that clicking sound, it locks in place and it's safe to transfer on and off. So in looking at a few specs on these Revolution chairs, there's the height adjustable Revolution chair, which is this first one here. It takes 125 kilos weight capacity. Its seat height ranges from 450 to 530 mils above the floor. The seat width is 450 mils and the seat depth is 485 mils. And then there's a standard Revolution chair which is not height adjustable, and its seat height is set at 480 mils above the ground. The seat width is 450 and the seat depth is 485 mils, and then its weight capacity is 120 kilos. There's a bariatric version of the Revolution chair which has a seat width of 660 millimeters, a seat depth of 450 mils, and a seat height which is fixed at 480 mils, and its weight capacity is 250 kilos. So that's a good option if needed. And then I don't have the specs on the timber version on hand, but I'll look them up and I will attach them to the video. So in just a moment I'm going to do a demonstration of how we use these chairs, but here at AT Fridays we always look at the pros and the cons of AT. So for me, the main con of the Revolution chairs would be the price point for some people. So they start at about $1,000, so $1,087 for the standard chair. The height adjustable one is about $1,164. And then the bariatric version costs $1,628. But if you've tried all of the other options available to you and you're able to justify why they're not clinically suitable, then I'd recommend considering and trialing these chairs as an option. For many people, a chair such as this could make all the difference in being able to access their desk or table and being able to perform ADLs of their choosing at a functional location and a meaningful location in their home. It can also reduce manual handling for carers, so in households or in institutions and settings, who may be struggling to assist and slide a user in towards the table on standard types of chairs. So when you are setting up the chair, we have this lever, which is the swivel action lever, positioned at the back of the chair. And then the lever that operates the sliding forward and backwards function is positioned on the right hand side. So as I said, when the chair is facing the table, it's not locked in place, so you can still move, and the user could, if they've got function, still rotate themselves to hop out of the sitting position. But then when it locks into the 90-degree position to the table, it does lock and click in place. So we transfer on and off the chair, and then if the user is able to do this independently, they can reach down and lift the lever and then swivel their feet in towards the table. Again, I'm not locked in place here, so I've got a bit of flexibility in what I'm reaching. If I'd like to get in closer, we recommend that you put your hands up on the table surface if someone's sliding you, or if you're sliding yourself, have your opposite hand on the table, and then just lift that lever and it slides in towards the table. So as I said, the timber version has a lower set seat height, and it's got a nice little curved section here at the front to help you transfer from, just to grip hold of. Yeah, but just watching that some people, depending on the height of their dining table, they may get their hands trapped underneath there. So we slide back, oops, and then turn around, it locks in place, and then I can transfer up. Can we see? So this one's the height adjustable version of the Revolution chair, and it's height adjustable with the little silver pins like on shower chairs and things. So again, we're going to sit down, holding the armrests, and then sit down. The lever is at the back of the chair at the moment, so we'll lift that and turn ourselves around, and then we're facing the table. Because this one has high fixed armrests, some tables may not allow them to clear underneath, but the front of these armrests is angled just to allow you a little bit of a better access into the table, and then I've slid that forward to be closer. I'm still at a functional reach range, but you just have to trial that with your clients to make sure that that works in your home. And then like that. And then for carers, if carers are performing the operation of the swivels, so you'd just be sort of using lunging techniques to, if you can't reach down there, and then if you're sliding the person forward, lifting that once, and then you can slide them in and out. You don't have to physically try and shove the feet of the chair on the floor. So that's it. Thanks, Joe, for filming.